People ask me, what kind of people are people that dox you, that pretend to be you online and get you kicked out and doxed and shit like that. Like, I remember, who was it? Emperor Dion. I think he made a video. I think he took it down now, but he had a video saying that the doxers are some of the most worst type of people. And here's the face of one, or the main one, you know? So, this is dark season, aka the homosexual vampire that lives in a village in Croatia. Just look at this weird motherfucker. This is the guy who doxed me. You know? Him and somebody else. You know? It's not even worth mentioning. But look how he looks like. This guy looks like a demon. Just a weirdo. You can just tell why this guy is by himself or alone or in a certain situation. Just look at him. He looks like there's something wrong with him. You know? And these are the type of people that go online and dox you. Do you think in real life I would ever entertain or be around somebody like that? He paints his nails and just does weird things. You think in real life I'll ever associate myself with somebody that looks like this, that acts like this, that doxes, you know? This is the guy that got mad, you know, this homosexual vampire that lives in a village in Croatia. This is the guy that got mad, that when I told my story about how, you know, I got some coochie and some booty about a year ago, you know, about a year and a half ago now, this guy got obsessed and got mad because he's not getting no women at all, you know? Don't get mad at me because you're a homosexual vampire that lives in a village in Croatia, you know? And just look at this person. Like, these are the type of people online that sit online all day, that gather information about you, that's always beefing with other people. Like, this motherfucker, like, how did this motherfucker in Croatia was able to, fucking dox me? It's just, it goes to show you in this world, you have a lot of weird motherfuckers. Point blank, period. And that's going to be today's discussion, man. It's going to be about weird people, man. You know, you're going to have all types of weird motherfuckers in this world. You know, you're going to have weird type of neighbors. You're going to have weird type of people you interact with. You're going to have just people who are just suspicious looking, you know? And what I mean by that, I mean people that you can just tell that they're trying to cause trouble. They're trying to mess with you. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, man, that's the world we live in today. We live in a world where even though information, as they say, is at your fingertips, or entertainment, really, more than likely, because in real information, you got to really dig deep and find it. But you live in an age where you have millions of people that have, you know, YouTube channels. They got all types of things you can watch on the internet. Yet people choose to watch things that they don't like, or they choose to interact with somebody they don't like. Isn't that weird? You know, I never interact with, you know, YouTubers I don't like at all. If you're a YouTuber and you make videos and I don't like them, I'm not going to watch them. I'm not going to stalk you. I'm not going to try to find your name. I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to do that for something I don't care about. You do that for something you really, truly care about. For you to take the time out and do weird things to people, troll and harass and dox, it's just weird. And in this life, you're going to deal with all types of people. Like, you're going to have that boss at your job that seems to always be on your ass, but everybody else, when they're on their phones or they're talking, taking breaks and here and there, he don't say shit to them. But the minute you do, all of a sudden it's a big problem. And the fucked up thing about it, you're probably one of the hardest workers there. It's like these little negative sequences in life that you start to realize, man, that there has to be something evil and wicked, you know what I mean, that's kind of dictating a lot of scenarios and things in this world, because good people, or people that don't bother nobody and just stay out the way, you know, usually are good people, usually are the ones that are the primary targets. Yeah, you got people, like there was like another mass shooting just yesterday, wasn't there? At some school or something like that. It's like been mass shooting. People getting, you know, sniped on camera, and then like the government, FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, aka the Order of Malta, they're lying to the people. It's like we live in a world with weird people. You got millionaires, you got billionaires that are in these secret elite societies doing all types of things to children, to animals, to sacrificing, you know, just to get what they want in life. And it's weird. We live in a very strange realm, like we live in a realm that seems like there's no mercy a lot of times. It's like when you're in a certain economic position and things get bad, it seems like it just kicks you down when you're on the ground and keeps doing it. And it's brutal. It's absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, man, you're going to see an influx and a proliferation of men crashing out. They think it's bad now with Heed and Succeed, but that Heed and Succeed that Heed and Succeed situation was a kindergarten playground time, right? Compared to what some people imagine. Somebody with a capable military mind, with a military background, who knows somebody else that's deep inside cybersecurity, that knows somebody else that got a certain facility out in the middle of nowhere, or like some type of armory or something like that. Ex-military, been out, had 45 years to prepare, and he got his little militia group or whatever, and it's like it turned out to a Far Cry 5 situation, with Father. If you ever played Far Cry 5, one of my favorite Far Cry games, I think that and Far Cry 3 are my favorite Far Cry games. 4, still playing through 4, and it's not really, 6. I quit Far Cry 6 halfway through, when like you do this important mission, then they expect you to go fishing and catch the fish yourself, and you got people on islands. It's stupid, but prepare yourself, man. You're going to be in situations, you're going to run into all type of negative people, weird people who they're just not going to like you for you, or they may think that it's one thing that rocks my kicker. If that's the terminology, is when people think that you think how they think. So let's give an example. People are talking outside, and they always do. And you crack your fucking let's say you crack your window just because you want cold air to come in, like if you got a whatever, you got a fan or not, you just want some extra cold air, so you crack your window. And then people that usually come around, talk, do their thing, whatever, you don't pay those people no attention. All of a sudden they magically stop and they start meeting somewhere else, or just doing that, or looking at you weird, or acting different. Like people, like that's one thing I can't stand. Is like, I don't think like you. Just because you're used to listening to people's conversations and shit like that doesn't mean I automatically think like you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care like that, bruh. Like, I'm in my own world. And I think a lot of us, it's very difficult to try to survive in a world where you have all these shadow knives around you. You have all these people around you that are trying to destroy you and take you down. You know what I like to do? I like to close my eyes and visualize and think of almost like an energy bubble around me. It's like a blue light energy bubble. I like to close my eyes and visualize that around me. When there's like negative situations or negative people or negative things, I like to do that and just close my eyes and visualize. One thing I've been doing lately too is meditating, listening to certain music, earphones in, and just thinking about and visualizing certain things. It actually helps, But in this world, you're going to encounter so much just negativity, and so much crap is going to be like, what the fuck? And it's going to be done because of people. There's a reason why those hermits isolate themselves and then gain all that wisdom and knowledge. That's why, in the ancient times, the monks and shit would go on top of mountains where people can't just easily access, and they'll get away from people. Your biggest problem in life is going to come from other people. They're going to blame you, though, and say you're the problem when you're not. Like, that's just the biggest gaslighting ever. If I was a multimillionaire right now, how many people want to be my friend? Just instantaneously. But a second ago, these people never want to be your friend, Just think about that. You're going to encounter all types of demons in this world. Just be prepared. And just get ready to fight them like Dante from Devil May Cry.